What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Fallout 4. My name is Splattercat. We are rescuing a guy from an underground bunker. There's like a check-in terminal over here, so I guess we can check out the check-in terminal. That seems alright. Let's have a look at it real quick. Oh, we gotta walk all the way around the boxes first. All automated. I had nothing to do with that one right there. Let's see. A1. Please remind residents to line up in an orderly fashion. Change into vault suits immediately. Save all questions for orientation. So apparently everybody that lived here had to be an orderly for a living. The Linehan family, Sean, wife Martha, sons John and Mitchell. I don't know if this is going to matter later on. The O'Malley family, the Baker family, the Yancey family. Yeah, I don't know if this matters. I think maybe it's just like a little slice of humanity. Like a little bit of ye olde record keeping to remind you that the world was once there. What they say. Check the taxes if you really want to know if somebody was around.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out?
Apparently I'm doing the rub-outs now. Let's go ahead and...
Darla, listen to me. You have a home to go back to. You don't want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing? I've gotten all mixed up.
Darla, where are you going?
Home, Skinny, where I should have been all this time. This is goodbye for us.
Oh, come on, Nikki. You cost me my men, now you and your friend cost me my girl?
My friend here just did you a favor, Skinny. You always did have bad taste in women. Now that she's not around to feed that temper of yours, maybe you'll see sense and let us walk. You still owe me for 2 weeks in the hole.
You smug, overconfident ass. Get out of here! All right, you get to the count of 10. I still see your face after that. I'm gunning both of you down.
We better get out of here, fast.
1.
Well, lead the way, Chief.
2.
I ain't trying to perpetrate violence right now. I just don't want to be here anymore. Oh, he's still counting. We know that he indeed did finish kindergarten. It has been validated. This is why I never get anything done in life. I'm just a blistering smartass all the time. And it doesn't help life. I'm going to be honest with you, kids. Doesn't help life out much. Being a smartass is entertaining for a while, and then you graduate high school, and after that you just kind of stop getting promoted. And people are like, I can't stand next to that guy. He's nuclear. But it's just because everything seems stupid to me. I can't help it.
Look at that
Always on good
Commonwealth
behavior, aren't you?
sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
I have my ways.
Really? Huh. Well, I'm glad those ways included shooting down mobsters. Wasn't looking forward to haunting that place. Now, you mentioned something about your son, Sean, and how he went missing. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
Lead the way, Nick.
All right, let's move fast. Follow me.
Yay, he can be my Valentine from now on. I was going to talk about something, but I can't remember what it was. The load screen was too long. It deleted my mind. Once load screens go on past like 5-6 seconds, I'm just like, well, I get teleported back to the 90s, and my old mentality just takes over. Well, same mentality I have now.
The Commonwealth, as long as I have, you learn a few things. These old buildings and alleyways give you a lot of opportunities to hide if things get bad, but that goes both ways. Always keep your eyes out and your head on a swivel. Things can go from calm to deadly. Couldn't take long.
Oh man, we're being attacked by canines again. Story of my life.
The city is as close to safe as you can get in these parts. Security keeps the perimeter under control, but it's always a struggle. Despite the mayor's bragging, it really is the most secure settlement around, even if it comes with a few uptight guards.
I'm guessing we're just having a history lesson now. Where does that go? The Holy Mission Congregation. Oh yeah, that is a dope-ass church building, huh? That's the sniper spot right there. Well, kind of. I don't know. You gotta find like the tallest building in the area if you want to snipe. So you can look down on all the alleyways and whatnot. Otherwise, you're just a roof guard. I'm like, well, nobody wants to be on the roof anyways because it's stinky and smelly up there. Oh, we made it already. Man, this guy knows his way around. Like, that's because I was created by Bethesda. Like, oh yeah. You're a video game character and all that. You would know the way around, wouldn't you? They have the weirdest pipes here ever. Like, why the hell do you need that many nozzles for one hose? Just, like, put in multiple nozzles or something. That's a lot of nozzles for one hose. Like, 9 of them coming off that thing. It's got, like, a weird octopus hydra thing going on. No! I lost my radio signal from the Trinity Tower, whatever the hell that is. Joe's Spuckies. The hell is a Spucky? Sounds like a word that definitely gets you punched at the bar. Like, ma, why'd you touch my girl, ya Spucky? And then you get punched in the head. I'm assuming it's like a hoagie with like some meatballs inside of it. I'm not a big fan of like the recent, well, it's not super recent, but anyways, I don't like putting meatballs in sandwiches. I don't know. Why are you pointing guns at me, man? Being all jumpy and paranoid? Protected by the wall. Apparently, he's just done talking to us. We're going to walk in silence. Awkward silence for the remainder. Nobody make eye contact. Otherwise, we'll about to sit there. And we might as well to sit there and talk about how good the weather is, which is a default conversation that everybody falls back on when they got nothing better to say. I hate that so much. For me, that's like the instantaneous, like, automatic call out that, like, the conversation really has nowhere to go. Somebody starts talking about the weather.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I try to be.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change? It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Is Diamond City really in danger? It's not like there's raiders pounding on the gate.
Are you kidding me? There is a very real chance the city leadership has been infiltrated by an Institute synth. A synth under the control of an organization widely known to kidnap or murder anyone that stands up to them. I'd take raiders at the gate any day of the week over that. Of course, making sure folks are actually listening. That's a battle in itself.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
Huh, no kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Given my experience in life, the truth is the last thing you should hide behind. That shit is never bulletproof.
Scared, huh? Could have fooled me.
I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days I'm more scared for my sister. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her. But I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad.
I like how the music is telling me what to feel right now.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, We grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's always made it easier. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
See, they should make those scenes. The thing about those that always makes those seem hollow is that nobody would have that conversation right here in the middle of running around with a random synth robot detective. Like, they should have made it cut to, like, a cut scene where you're walking through, like, I don't know, being on the edge of the beach thing that's outside of here, like that little... It's like a little lagoon or whatever. Or like sitting and make it seem more natural where the conversation would come up, because people don't randomly spring into conversations like that when you're just like standing in the archway trying to get some work done. It feels sort of rushed, I guess. Like they could have planned that out a little bit better and like attached a cutscene or something to it. Made it feel a little bit more BioWare-y. Although BioWare sounds like how I felt after I got done with Dragon Age 2. So, where are we going, right? We're just going to walk all the way back to your house. Gotcha. How is it that I always end up here in the middle of the night? You notice that? So far, every time I'm here, it's the middle of the night. Story of my life.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Hey, happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya? Here. I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. What else can you tell me?
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers. But they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Who are the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
Wait. Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
So you think this institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
No. They never said their names.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
It's Sean. It has to be. Somehow.
Don't jump the gun on me. You said you were looking for an infant, remember? That's over 9 years difference by my count. Look, maybe he has a son of his own. Maybe it's someone else's kid. Either way, they both vanished a while back. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
Cool. Let's go ahead and see if we can lock in on our lost baby. I lost my baby! We failed at the bare minimum parenting required. Like, I think that's the baseline level. Like, granted, they had guns and I was locked inside of a cell, so there are extenuating circumstances. However, bare minimum for parenting seems like don't lose the baby. Don't lose the baby. Don't forget to feed the baby.
Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance, bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. He's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
I find it odd that in the wasteland, leaving somebody alive is the hard thing to accomplish. Like, well, we could just kill him. God, it's so tempting. I mean, I just haven't killed anything in like 27 minutes. Ah, leave him alive. Leave him alive. It was a difficult choice, but I'm going to do it. And I assume you have his house key, or do I have his house? Oh, I have his house key.
Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Alright, so I'm seeing some wires over here, obviously indicating that in one way or another he very much enjoys wiring things. Coffee cups.
Small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big.
I mean, there's probably a secret door around somewhere. I bet if you push that little inverted boop, nope, doesn't work.
Nothing here. Did you check out that desk?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Looks like there's a button right here.
That's one way to hide a room.
Let's see, we got some corn. Get the corn out of my face! I'm not gonna take the corn.
Look at this. All of
It's really
Merc's
seen better
favorite
days, hasn't it?
things.
Guns. I'd like to add at this point that I also enjoy guns and I am not a merc. Although I do kill people for money. So, you know, I might be more of one that I think I... Ooh, nuke a cherry. Yup, don't really need any pork and beans. Mentats will be nice. The gas canister's good too because I never have any oil. And this oil can over here would work perfectly too. Although, why does he need like a machine shop in here?
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
Oh, are we still investigating?
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
Oh, it's gonna be what's up. We're bringing Nick with us. Send Piper back to Sanctuary Hills. I just need everybody to be like in the same spot.
Let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
I will also say toke, and you will also say how high, and I will say so high you feel nervous. We'll grab that right there. Got a 10mm pistol in there. The purified agua will come with me. Iguana bits. I'll take the dirty water too because I can purify it. It's not that big of a deal. Are those noodles right there? Nope, that's iguana soup. That's completely different. I know people are going to be It seems like Piper has a big fan base online.
Actually won the war. Nobody, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to say that nobody won because if the United States looks like this, I can only imagine what China looks like. It's got to be bad. That's why I want one of the Fallout games to take place in China from the other half. But anyways, I think we're probably just about out of time for the day. It's hard to tell with loading screens and everything. I have like a timer, but the loading screens get so long in this game that sometimes it's very, very difficult for me to figure out if we're on time or off time or anything. Oh, dog meat's already here. What's up, homeboy?
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Get Kellogg, boy. Take me to that son of a bitch.
So off we go. I assume that I'm going to give you guys a couple extra minutes because I'm really not even sure. The load screens in this game, I edit them all out in post so that they don't like waste your time and bore you. And so anyways, the load screens can get quite long, although not as long as in Mordheim. Mordheim, the loading screens, I usually assume they're going to be up 3 to 5 minutes, which is a pretty damn long load screen for this. Can they die while... Yeah, that's cool, whatever. It seems like there's two parties. There's the people that really, really dislike Piper and people that really, really like Piper. I'm kind of, I don't know. It's a video game character. Kind of on the fence. It's been a long time since I actually connected with a video game character and like cared. After they betrayed me with Eris, I stopped caring. I'm like, never again. I will never care about a video game character ever again. I am an iceberg. My heart is frozen cold. Never again will I love. Either way, we're following a dog. I'm going to go ahead and break it off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode. Is that Trash Can Carla? Who we at?
At least it's honest work.
Oh, it's Rickety Cricket.
So little time.
Right.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all in the next episode, and I'll let you know what I bartered for. Hi, to everybody.